Palit GeForce RTX 2080 Super GPOC opinion. As mentioned, it was a bit hard to see this product being actually faster than the reference product. However, at Ultra HD we reached on average a 2% faster performance delta. For RTX modes on plus a bit of DLSS, you likely will end up in the 2560 by 1440 region. So overall that's not bad. The 2080 Super was positioned $100 lower, and this Palit card might be among the most affordable SKUs available in the market. We expect it to sit at $749. With a dark PCB and overall design, the cooler once powered on just looks pretty okay. It only has very little RGB at the top of the card. The advantage is that the card is totally black. And that simply sits well in any PC. The card has a closed back plate that can potentially trap heat, but then again, it doesn't run that hot either. The flip side is that they can look better and can protect your PCB and components from damage and, well, they can look nice as they can have a certain aesthetic appeal. We have to admit, this is looking very nice, but looks are always personal, of course. So, in the end, on looks, you certainly get that premium feel of detailed aesthetics and quality. The card tops out at roughly 73 degrees Celsius while gaming. So that's not bad at all. The acoustic side rate at 38 dB, which is not silent, but could be described as a card you can hear softly. We doubt you'd ever notice the card once mounted into a chassis. We've heard no noticeable coil whine. But we do want to note that any graphics card at a high enough FPS can make some coil whine. Anything and everything is regulated by Nvidia these days. Speaking, in general, you can expect another 10% of extra perf out of the card when you bump up the graphics memory and GPU a bit on T's clock frequency as demonstrated. Both traditional overclocking, as well as the aux scanner functions, bring us close to that value. In retrospect though, you have to remember that the older RTX models could also be tweaked to 1516 Gbps on that GDDR6 micron memory. The new 2080 Super models have Samsung GDDR6 and it certainly is faster overall as well as tweaking. We could even hit 18 GHz, stable. Quite honestly, we was not expecting new revisions of the 2070 and 2080 Super this time of the year, but Palit thought otherwise. The Gaming PROC edition is that more affordable solution with a beefier cooler. It ends there though, as the performance increase of the SoC model is marginal at best. Tweaking perf, however, end up at an extra 9%, let's round that to 10% compared from reference performance. And that brings it into the same performance bracket as all other RTX 2080 Super cards we have tested to date. You'll receive a card offering comfortable temperatures and very decent acoustics, albeit not 100% silent. The performance is of course very high overall. Only one product can trump the 2080 Super, and that is the 2080 Ti with that astounding price tag. The RTX 2080S in this revision is positioned at a $749 price bracket, and really should not be much higher in retail even with pimped up AIM cards. Not only did Nvidia make the card faster, super opposed to regular, but they also made it cheaper as well. This card offers good solid shader performance, and for a bit of fun and giggles, you get to play around with RTX, DLSS if you desire. While we can still argue the relevance of features like DLSS and RTX, you do need to realize that the industry is at a turning point. Hardware-based ray tracing is coming, whether that is Nvidia, AMD or Intel. You're paying a price premium to be that early adopter with a handful of games to actually test it on. But you can't blame Nvidia for pioneering with technology. The factory tweak that Palit applies is very small, which did not yield a big difference at all. Tweaking wise, the card did not disappoint though, albeit we have been wondering what that power limiter could not be increased. Nonetheless, we did reach that 10% extra performance though. Realistically, the 2080 Super is plenty fast for any gaming up to Ultra HD based on shading performance, and that's because AMD has not released Big Navi just yet. With ray tracing enabled, you'll be in the 1080p or 1440p range. Overall, we can recommend this product as it ticks the right boxes. While not extraordinary, this, simply put, is a good product if priced right.